YouTube. So today we'll be looking at the 4th episode of the 2nd season of My Babysitter's a Vampire. And in this one, a magically created mutant alligator. I get the feeling that at one point the writers just couldn't come up with anything, so they went into a room and were just like, hey, anyone got an idea for an episode? We're kind of running out of ideas right now. And then one guy just said, well, how about if we do Christine, except instead of being possessed by its original owner, it's possessed by its original maker, and that guy was a vampire. So now we got vampire killer Christine. Could work. Alright, you get on that, Frank. Alright, well, I got another idea. How about we, I don't know, magically created mutant alligator? And that works too. I mean, anyone else got anything else? How about a jock version of Frankenstein's monster? Yeah, that works too. We'll make that in episode 10. Or as Netflix will see it, episode 5. Seriously, they read that as episode 5. I don't get that. And yes, that is a real episode. We will get to that when we get to that. So, yeah, for this one, mutant killer alligator. I really just want to know how they came up with that idea. Like, seriously, I'm pretty sure that I'm wrong with that, but with some of these episode ideas, I wouldn't be hard-pressed to believe that I was wrong here. So, yeah, I really just want to know where they got this idea mostly. Like, did they get it from the movie Crocodile or Croc or something? Or were like, hey, we can do that better. Actually, to be honest, they kind of did. So, yeah, I guess let's just get into this weirdness. So, the episode starts off with a girl being murdered. And yes, we never see the characters that get attacked in this episode, so I assume they're dead. Seriously, they're never seen nor heard from again. So they were allowed to do murder in this episode, but not in the Christine one? Why? But yeah, anyway, so yeah, Killer Crocodile is going through the sewer system, and it's up to Ethan, Benny, Rory, and Erica to defeat it. Yeah, not Sarah in this one. It's actually kind of an interesting change to me, because Erica's been mostly thrown to the side, especially in season 1. I mean, this season she's got a little bit more interaction with the group, but she's still kind of pushed to the side, or at least she has been for the past few episodes. So it's kind of interesting to actually see her come back, and I gotta say, she actually doesn't come back in all that bad of a way. Her involvement here doesn't feel forced in any way, and I do like how they actually reference the person that she was before she became a vampire. Yeah, they actually do bring up that she was a nerd at one time. Okay, well, technically more of a geek, but still. Yeah, she was still, in a way, a nerd, and we didn't really get to see much of her in the movie before she was a vampire, so it's safe to assume that she could have also had some scientific prowess or something. So, her getting involved in this episode actually makes some sense, and it doesn't feel forced at all, really. I actually do like that they're finally giving her some development, and they actually show a little bit of a scientific side to her. They also show a side of her where she is trying to pick on freshmen by making them dress as babies, roll around in manure, and then go through the car wash. How long has she been planning that? I really want to know. Has she been planning this for a few months or something? Because that is really thought out. And why are the teachers allowing this to happen? But yeah, anyway. So yeah, she gets involved with that. And what's Sarah doing in this episode, you might be wondering? Because, I mean, like I said, she's not involved in it all that much. She's been overeating blood. Well, drinking. So, yeah. That's her reason for not being that involved. She's been drinking too much. Just gotta leave that there. So, yeah, they eventually do defeat the killer alligator with magic in a bottle. So, yeah, I don't really know what spell they use. They never really say how that spell can be used to defeat a mutant alligator, but it'll just work. Oh, and also, just so you guys know, Rory is actually the cause for this. Really, he got alligators in Florida once, and in a locker check, because he kept them in his locker for unknown reasons, he had to put them in the toilet, and then Babysitter and flush them. So, yep, his crocodiles got destroyed. Because, yeah, the sewer system does not work in a way that it just sort of allows things to go into the sewer. It grinds them up. So, yeah, these crocodiles were killed. Although this episode's saying that no, they weren't, so I guess not. I guess they just have really poor plumbing in that city. So, yeah, his alligators got out, and right before his alligators were flushed, Benny flushed lying down the toilet. That was a jock serum, so why he never took that or just put it in his pocket or something, I don't know, because really, he could just hit it on his person. I mean, I haven't been in public school for a long time, not since 4th grade, but I don't think that locker searches involve checking your person and every single pocket that you have. Well, then again, I could be wrong. So, yeah, and also, that's obviously not cocaine or drugs or anything. It sparkles and is green. Unless if it's, like, really weird one. I don't know what they would think there. So, and he's a really weird person altogether, so I think that he could obviously write that off, but no. Instead, we need an episode. So, yeah, mutant alligators are created and they defeat it with a water bottle. Yep, this makes sense. Although the true triumph here, they're able to stay at the pool party because they defeated a killer alligator. Just remember that, all you geeks out there. If you want to stay at a pool party with the cool people, just defeat a mutant alligator and you'll get your way in. Or just try and hang out and be nice, I guess. But no, mostly defeat a killer alligator. That's the main strategy here. So yeah, they defeat it and they make shoes and hats out of its skin. This episode's kind of morbid. So yeah, anyway, they make fashion accessories out of a dead alligator skin, which they killed, and one of them had an emotional connection to. And yeah, that's how the episode ends, with them needing to destroy the last one, which is still in the storage closet, because that's where they hid it before. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. It's weird. It's really, really, really weird. That's kind of all that you can say about it. It's just really bizarre. The monster in this one, the story, all of it. It's just really, really weird. And I actually do really want to know how they came up with this episode. It's just so random. But I will say, at the very least, does add some more development and some more involvement with Erica. So that's actually really nice. I'm glad they actually are giving her some attention. And also bringing up who she was before she became a vampire. It's not a bad thing to do, and I'm glad they're finally focusing on her a little bit. So, yeah, and also the next episode, I'm pretty sure, is about her. So, yeah, we're going to be seeing even more of her. So, yeah, I mean, I guess she's going to be involved some more, which is actually really nice. I mean, she is one of the main characters on the show, and she's barely been in it. I mean, she shows up a lot, but only for like a few seconds, and then just sort of leaves. I would actually have liked to have had more interaction with her this whole show, but I'm glad they're finally actually getting on that. So, yeah, this episode does have some nice character for Erica, and also is silly and weird, but in a kind of surprisingly fun way. Yeah, there are a lot of things that are pretty stupid about this episode. And yeah, this one really isn't that memorable, and the monster in it is easily forgettable. Seriously, I honestly forgot a whole lot about this episode until I had to rewatch this show for these vlogs, because I just only remembered there being a mutant killer alligator on this show at one point. Didn't remember which episode, didn't even remember what it was called, just remembered that there was one at one point, and that girl died in a pool. So that was really kind of it, and I will say this will at least stand out a little bit more in my memory as one of the first episodes that's actually giving Erica some attention, which again is nice. So yeah, it does at least stand out for that, but overall it's a kind of forgettable episode. Although I will say, looking back on the show 3 years later, and this episode in particular, it's pretty silly and fun. I would recommend it just for that. And if you think that magically creative mutant alligator is just right up your alley and B horror, yeah, this will probably be a decent episode for you. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about it. It's alright, and it does have some nice character development, and is silly in its own weird way, and it has fun with that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.